Okay, so for runners, it's good running weather. But if you're planning to be around the Sunshine Skyway Bridge tomorrow, just a heads up, it's going to be closed for a stretch of time because of that 10K. Joining me this morning is James Judge. You are the founder of the run.
No. I'm one of the founders. I guess I was one of the people that helped organize it, but definitely not the founder.
I gave you an upgrade in your resume there.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
This took a team, and it takes an army to put on, and I could never take credit for being the founder. But a lot of great people come together to support the Armed Forces Families Foundation, and I'm very blessed to be a part of it. But yeah, we get the bridge tomorrow morning at 3:30 a.m. The northbound lanes will be closed, and then it reopens at 11 a.m. So if you're transiting around the Tampa area tomorrow, just be cognizant of that. Also around Tropicana Field, the immediate areas of 4th and 5th Street South, in between MLK and 16th Street. I mean, it's 4th and 5th Ave South, right around Tropicana Field.
You will see it, I'm sure.
Right. There'll be buses, there'll be police cars, there'll be all sorts of flashing lights. So just avoid that area if you don't need to be there. If you want to come out, it's free and open to the public. We'll have music and all sorts of stuff.
And you were saying, even if you can't run it, it's great to go out there with the family.
Absolutely. Well, even if you can't run it, but you have a loved one that's running it, or you just want to come out and hang out, we've got live music, food, beverages, vendors, and there's bleachers set up, and people can actually watch the race. We have a Jumbotron set up for them to observe it while they're there at the Trop.
Very neat. And we're actually looking at video from previous race events. And you were saying the first year it started with a little more than 6,000
runners, right? 7,500 was the first year. And then we've capped it at 8,000 because the amount of people that we have to bust down to the southwest area, and then we put down road cones, porta potties, water stations, and then we bust them across. Once they get to the other side, we bust them back to the Trop, and it's quite a logistical undertaking. Plus, we have to get all that back off the bridge and then reopen it for vehicular traffic. So it's an undertaking. But you know what? It's all for a great cause. In years 1 and 2, we've been able to raise $1.2 million to support military families. I served in the military. One of the coolest things that we do is, like when I was in Afghanistan, a lot of soldiers, sailors, Marines, Air Force members, Coast Guard members would grab a book and read in a computer and read in front of a computer so that their family back home, their kids could see it. And one of the things the Armed Forces Families Foundation does is help the USO with providing those tablets and things like that so they can record those messages for their kids. It's really cool. I mean, that and playgrounds and all sorts of things.
All the gamut. Well, thank you so much for coming on this morning, Patricia. I know you are exhausted. You've got one more day. So if
thank you.
Absolutely. And thanks for joining us.